I'm just asking. When someone has this on this,
yeah.
every phone call now she hold on.
No, me, I will not even try it.
That's to wait.
Are you getting me? Okay. Sorry. Are you getting him coffee?
What do they call this exam?
Nothing is going out of here.
So do what's up? What did they have with that?
Thank you.
So they refused to reject me, they refused to accept me. They were asking the question, I was busy answering. Which school was that? University. My own no way. The man there was telling me that she was asking. He said, yeah, they asked me and asked me not to watch out for school. I was asking back. Okay, so you need to eat my head. I don't understand. Because I was asking, sorry for now. I'm just waiting for that with you. He is coordinating with
that took out of your precious and really not available time to come here and spend your time, your money, your energy to come here. You are really and highly appreciated. You know, we are over 110 in the platform. This is the number we can say we easily got to be here. So to get here, the sacrifice many took from far away, from Abuja, from the east, from the north, from everywhere to get here. We really appreciate it. Without that sense of sacrifice, this event wouldn't have been holding. We will only plan, and we plan for nobody to sit down and execute the plan. Thank you very, very much. Thank you. At the same time, I want us to congratulate ourselves, because that 25 years we are talking about now, the kind of spirit that we had in us that time is the reason why we were able to still at least have something to regain to inside our brain before we can be here. And it's the kind of spirit that you want, the spirit of oneness, love, and everything. Is actually one of the things that God wants. God wants his creatures to be together, doing together. That, and even there is another kind of set of people. Since yesterday now, we've been settling quarrel here and there. But look now, it's been smooth all the way since yesterday. Thank you very much. Thank you very much for being here for us. We are putting up some programs for this session we are in here. There are only 5 programs that we have here. Let me run out the program before we now start trashing it. One, the purpose of this Wailo 98 family of 18. Then some decisions that have been taken by the welfare. We have opportunity of being together now. We should make it known to everybody, because when we call the Zoom meeting, at times we have less than 20, but today we have like 30 something in this place now. Environment. Thank you. Then the agenda number 3, we want opinion from you, your opinion on how well the caretaker we are going to introduce are doing, what you think they can add, to carry this house to a greater kind of height, things like that. Then getting more people to be involved in our programs in the group as a whole, that will come as number 4 on the agenda. Then election that we said in our program, that will come. Let me start by number 1 so that we don't waste much time. This program itself will be like an hour. Abi? This session? 2 hours. Okay.
No. So this chat less than an hour so that we can do the
so that we can yes.
so that we can do the election. The whole thing is 2 hours.
Election will be like an hour.
Yeah.
This one will be an hour.
Less than an hour.
So purpose of the family, United family as a whole. Now, you study that time. Let me bring us back to where we just left. You know where we are living Bauchi now? There was no GSM that time, 1998. But it's your year. Fine. There was no GSM. So, and maybe the lack of GSM is the reason why you are even able to connect and reconnect. After that time, we were just seeing ourselves one by one, until a day, Yomi and Remy, if I'm wrong, please correct me in any aspect. Him and Remy, they were together, either in Ibadan or in Lagos that day. So they were talking about this reunion. They were the 2 first set of people that initially disturbed this move. That we have been seeing each other at that time. I've been seeing Remy. I've been seeing this man regularly, Fred. I've seen Ken. We have been doing business itself. I've been doing business with Frank that time. We have seen in Ikeja that time. So I was like a hub to many of them. When they say, who else have you seen? I've seen so person. This one is a traveler. So from Imo to Enugu, from Enugu back to Port Harcourt, it will tell you social person in Port Harcourt. This one is in Abuja. This one. Then if you can get this number, they can make something. That is how. The day they were together, they were calling me. I was not with them. They are saying, let's form a WhatsApp group so that we start adding people. I say, do it. Add me. So anybody that I know. So the recruitment exercise was particularly by this thing, WhatsApp. So please, I beg, he's the only one that Remy is not here. Stand now, Abba. So the 2 of them, then after Goega in Ibadan. So the recruitment was through Facebook, particularly that time. So we go to Facebook. Anybody with you can see his name, to search through the name. You can get the number through Facebook. We will now call. So this that was 2018, Adi. 2018 and 2017. 2017, yes. Thank you. 2017 December. Okay, sit down, read that boy. So, that was 2017. At that time.
What happened?
So we have been connecting. So now the purpose of the platform and why we try to make it formal was for connection. We want to create the bond, create the network, particularly since we have every set of people among us: architects, bankers, lawyers, lecturers. At least we have like 3 or 4 people among us. As we are talking now, we have like 3 on their PhD program. So who else? We have businessmen. We have who else? Hustlers. Another boys like this one. So we have all. So that is why we think the networking will be very important and a very vital thing to be done. So the purpose of the house particularly is for networking purpose. That is why he said, I think in the last 2 years, 2 years ago, we were saying, let's use, is it Tuesday or Wednesday that time for, if you have something you want to push to the house, to know you of, maybe it's your business, is put it on the platform, you remember now? That was 2 years ago. It's knowing that the response was not going after like some months, but we are going to revisit that and dedicate a day back, either Tuesday or Wednesday, we'll discuss it, so that we'll have that on, we have that going. So that is the best way we can be functional and we can be useful to each other. Because if I need a banker, I know who to call as we are here. If I need a lawyer in Abuja, I know who to call. If I need a lawyer in Lagos, I know who to call. The architect to call, I know.
Yeah, if you need a farmer.
The farmer, I know who to call.
You need a
Yes, now.
You need a hustler.
Hustler, I'm regular now, I'm ready made. I know. So that is, please. I want everybody to have something as a profit or gain from this house, and that is network. Please be involved in the activities of the house and use that opportunity so that you don't have people beside you and be suffering for anything. Please, please, it's very important. When you are in the midst of the programs of the house, you always have people around you to use for whatever you want. We have soldiers among us, so Abi, we have one soldier. A lieutenant colonel for that matter. That one is more than 100. Lieutenant colonel. So that's another thing. So we have police, we have 2 policemen among us. Yes, now. We have road safety 1. We have civil defense at least 1. We have plasma 2. Okay. The ones that are here.
Everybody will introduce
after so let down the so we don't waste time we have. So that was like I think like 2 or 3 times. Some people will just call me. I beg some last month official I'll give you the number of persons to call. And once they call, no, that's what they are saying. Than you suffering when there is no need for such. So please use the network very well. It's to your advantage, please. That is the purpose of the Wailo 98 in particular. Some decisions have been taken by this house in terms of welfare, because this has created a one kind of friction sometime in one day on the platform, which is not here. So as if she's there now, I don't want to, but she was in the middle of that stuff that day. Now, welfare. We have been paying dues now. I think it's 3 years now.
Yes.
3 years we have been paying dues. We said we should pay it annually because it's 500 naira per month. So annually it will be 6,000 naira. So if we start breaking it down, we account 500 naira every month. So you just pay your annual due 6,000 naira for a year. So, but later we said, okay, even if you have 3K like 6 months, you pay another 6 months before the year runs out. So it should just be easy. So we just believe that money and other things, this house cannot continue to function without something behind the move. So that 500 naira deal, we want it sustained unless we want to even increase it, which we can decide here. It can go to 1,000 if you want. But if you want it like that way, let us all know now and decide. But it is very important that it must go on. That deal, we want more response on that deal so that all the activities of this house can be going on easily, to be flowing. Please, please, that is a request. A serious one, please. We have some people that are responding since that 3 year up to, but this year many have paid and some have not responded. This is August, the 8th month of the year.
The year of our Lord.
The year of our Lord. Some have not responded. So if not for this kind of stuff, we are here together, we won't have chance or opportunity to be drumming this to the hands of all now. So please, that is important. I think let's take that decision. It's the 500 is alright, or we take to 1K.
Please give it at 500 naira.
We should leave it that way.
Excuse me, does anybody want to pay 1,000 per month? It's per month, I mean.
It's per
1,000 per month. We should
Is
leave
it
it
okay
at
by
500,
everybody? We should go on with that. Please. Okay. Please. You want?
Sorry.
Are you putting your hand?
Hold on, somebody says no.
What is?
Driving, okay, thanks. Just, I think we should look at if there is a reason for something to drive an increment, right? Rather than just having a sentimental do you want, do you not want. Issues of funding is propelled by what you have, your vision, what you want to do, where do you want to go from here, all right? Are we where we want to be? If that is the case, then we stay with the level. If that is not the case, then let it be driven by a purpose and vision or probably mission and not sentiments.
Okay.
You know, we know times are hard, but let's see, what's the plan?
Thank you, bros, for that. But at the same time, I share the view of my headmistress. Wait, now, don't worry now. Make her finish before you crucify me now. Make her finish my session now. What I'm saying is that 500 naira, we say, if you take it to 1,000 naira now, and we have 30 people responding in a month, that will be 30,000, I mean, 30,000. But if it's 500 naira and we have over 100, and let's say 50, or let's say 100 responded.
For the sake of argument, as
Who have, let us have more people in the basket force.
Matthew, right? I am not averse to staying on the level, but you know what? Those maxims you're using really don't gel every time.
Yeah. So.
Anyone who is faithful in small is faithful in big.
Absolutely.
Check your 500. It's still the same set of people.
That
Check the 1,000. It will still end up in the same set of people. All I'm saying is that we don't just increase, reduce, or stay by sentiment. What is our vision, right? And then it's simple. If where we are is what we want to maintain for the next 2-3 years, I mean, even reduce, what will they do?
I get your point again. I'll answer you again.
But I think
What I'm saying. Somebody is talking.
Because I understand what you're talking about.
Can
So
I?
as if we should allow you to finish, then we start asking questions.
That one,
I was going to say that because there is a session where we can then
Then we can have the
talk
opinion
about
on sure.
finance.
That one is coming after this.
No, it's not about talking about the issue of finance. Just
That one is coming
everybody
after
can
this.
then say and ask questions or whatever it is. But I want to add something to what Muchi is saying. So the dues, the purpose of those dues is not just where you want to pay your membership. Actually, to be a part of the group, it is your commitment. So it's not about this is what we want to do or this is what we don't want to do. It's your commitment to being a member of Wailo 98. Now, the next question is, if I'm going to be paying somebody 500 naira per month as my due or as my commitment to being a member of the group, then what are they doing with the money? Which is probably what everybody wants to know. Now, there are times when things have come up or people have undercover approached us that XYZ is happening or they need stuff and all of that, and we're thinking, where's the money coming from? And then what we do, we now start shouting, who can give us money? Who can do this? Sometimes behind the scenes, we've had to contact specific people that we know will not mind to contribute for these people. If you haven't been reached out to, it's probably because we're not sure where you're at in terms of your finances, so we haven't bothered you. But there's some people on a regular basis, all the person needs to do is reach out to me, G, X, Y, Z, blah. Now, we can't sustain that. I can't always be taxing the same people. So if we have everybody as your commitment to being a part of Wailo 98, number one, because you want to be a part of what we are doing. Number two, because you understand that we are here as a group of people who served 25 years ago, who recognize the impact of unity, of oneness, of togetherness, of moving forward and showing the world that actually NYSC had its benefits. then you sign up and you pay. Now what we have is a lot of people, many of them in this room, and I'm not naming any names, who haven't dropped a dime, either as part of the dues that you're asked to pay, or as part of support for somebody who needs welfare, or as part of, you know, contribution for somebody whose dad has died or whose mom has died or whatever it is. And all we're saying is, if you're able to make the commitment of your due, there are perhaps 30 people on site for this group now, and everybody pays their 6,000. That's some money in there that we can then go, okay, somebody has lost a parent. We don't have to start begging people to give us money for parents. We just go, we can do this. Give them standard amount, boom, there you go. Just see, oh, somebody's child is in hospital, they don't have money. Okay, what can we do? Boom, boom, boom. Support something to them. But that's not going to happen. First of all, you have to buy into the vision. Why are you here? Why are you a part of the group? Is it just for flanging and drinking alcohol and having a nice time? Or are you here because you want to give back? Because you want to continue to sustain something that means something to you? The truth is, if you value the group, you pay your dues. If you don't value the group, you won't pay. It's as simple as that.
Thank you very much. I think we are in line. That deal, the response we've been having since the last 3 years has not been okay. But the number of people we have on this platform,
But it's better.
sincerely. But that's why we are saying we want more people to come into the net of that welfare dues stuff. We have another one, the welfare kind of committee or team. We've been shouting that we want some people to volunteer to assist or partner with them, because as you said, whenever we need emergency kind of fund, we are trying to reach out to people individually instead of having a kind of something to pull from, that we have this in. That's why we have two accounts. We have dues account and welfare account. Though they are both with the same bank, but there are two accounts that we are running. That's why when somebody lost a father, a mother, that kind of a thing, we pay to another account, the due into another account. So now we've said we want volunteers and partners to that one. We are still in need of such. We have some people that have been taking it upon themselves to assist whenever such things happen. And this is the reason why we took that strange decision that time, that we want to stop welfare program, or assistance, how do you call it, any kind of English that is suitable. Please fill in the gap. For a person that's not a financial member. It might look as if it's a very harsh decision, but it's a very necessary one to be taken. A financial member actually knows the reason why he or she is there, and the purpose and our vision that such a person is trying to fit in such and move us ahead. So if we are saying a non-financial member will not be captured in our welfare program, that is the reason. That is the reason. So that decision must be, we have to say it, this is a platform or opportunity of being together. So that is two decisions that have been taken there. Then that partner, we want volunteers for that partner.
I think you need to explain further what you mean by
non-supportive.
Yeah. So let me come in here. Sorry, Mutu, I'm stopping your meeting because I didn't say I wouldn't speak.
No,
sometimes
you added to it now.
Okay, so in the past, when somebody's parent dies, we reach out and we ask for support for these people. Now, we had an issue, we had an incident, and it raised a lot of hula baloo in the group and outside the group and all of that. And so we took the decision, actually, for it to be sustainable and for it to make sense, the people who have been supporting the group by paying their dues, which is what we mean by financial and non-financial member,
yes.
When something happens to them or a parent passes on or whatever it is, the group will raise funds for them in addition to something from the group purse. If the person is not a financial member, i.e. hasn't paid dues, never paid dues, not even interested in paying dues, we don't give anything. What we we don't raise funds for, we don't give anything, but we will let people know that this has happened. We'll put out the person's details, and then if you want to do any support individually, you go ahead. So it means, therefore, that being a part of the group and paying your dues is one of the benefits you get. The welfare becomes one of the benefits you get of being a part of the group. This was a discussion that we had. We had a meeting. Some people attended. If I remember, there were 16 people who attended that meeting. Unfortunately, because many people were not there, 16 people took the decision for the whole group. Which then brings us to what is on Mutu's next agenda, which is, if we are going to move forward, we need more commitment from everyone. We cannot be making decisions for 100 people. It's impossible. So things are happening, and it's only 9 people, 10 people that take these decisions. That's not right. On every standard, every ramification, every strength, every strata, 9 people cannot make a decision for 100 people. So we need people to be more involved. You see, and unfortunately, we had to take that decision. Which is why you see some people lost a parent or lost whatever, something happened, and there was boom, 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 support. And then for some people, in the last couple of years, so last year and this year, we haven't done any such thing. And we haven't done that because we reached that decision 2 years ago that we're not supporting anyone unless they are financial members. Now, I want to be clear that it's not as if this group is not a nice group. We are. It's not as if the people in this group don't have a heart for welfare. They do. And why do I say this? Because when the call is raised, actually, people give. There are people in this room who will testify of the support from this group. When Frank passed on, I was in shock. Even the account was shaking. That's how it was. When Rose passed on, I had to say, is this not the same people that will not bring out 2 naira? 2 pounds, or 2 naira. 2 naira. And yet, they are giving. So, do we have a heart to give? Yes. Do we support the vision? Yes. Do we want to do welfare? Yes. But for it to make sense, we all have to be involved. That's all we're saying. That's all we're asking. And we know that times are hard. We know that things are getting worse. We know. I'm sitting here and I know the financial circumstances of a couple of people in this room. Probably more than a couple of people. But we can't do anything. We sit down and we're tearing our hair out and bringing America and bringing Canada and bringing everywhere and disturbing bloody Mutu. Sorry, sir. I'm like, you know, we need to do something, but nothing. We cannot. We can't do anything if we don't have the funds. We did set up a welfare committee. We did set up a welfare account. And, yeah. There are some people who regularly give in this room, but we're opening it up to everyone. If you have 1 naira, maybe somebody has just dashed you money and you're thinking, do you know what? Blah, blah, blah. Let me just put 1 naira into the account. It will be amazing. And we can do so much. At the moment, the money we have in the account, welfare account, belongs to Rose Enebi's son. The funding you guys gave was so great that we took a decision to give them only a part of it and keep the rest of it for his son, for their son who is going to start university. We cannot support the rest of it, but at least for his first year, there will be funds for him. How amazing would that be if we could do that for everyone? How amazing would it be if they reach out to us and say, look, oh, blah, 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 blah. What can we do? How can we do this? But as the young man said, money answers all things. 1 naira, 2 naira, 5 naira, 50 naira, half a naira, anything. It makes an impact. It's little drops of water that make a mighty sea. The sea did not start like that. It starts from little drops.
So we just said it here. Run it through. Then let's start taking one by one by one.
Now opinion for you to talk. I run it now. Did you come
And
late?
so, no, I did not with you.
Yeah, I run it.
And then let us, okay, what are we discussing now? The finance we're talking about?
It's not finance. Your opinion generally before we now move to any other one. Now, what I want to finish is what you just said now. I want to underline. What I'm saying is that, for example, now, look at the welfare team we are talking about. They went to the motherless home yesterday. They will have taken from that welfare kind of course to assist that motherless home, that orphanage home. If you have, but there's nothing bad in giving to them, maybe annually, if we have enough in that course. Now, the people that are in the team that have been working on that welfare team, they will not be mentioned, at least for some purpose. Please, if you want to partner with that team, please later, please let me know so that we can add your name to that, to the list of the partners in that welfare kind of a thing. Please, any amount that you want to give at any point in time will be highly appreciated and welcome, please. That is what I want to add on that aspect. So that is on that welfare team. We want partners. Please let us know later so that we can have a list of partners of that team. So that is the two agenda trash. The third one is opinion from all of us here. Opinion on the caretaker we have running. In fact, the caretaker we are running, are they not 12? Should I need to mention names of caretaker people?
Yes, so let's know our caretakers, please.
The caretakers.
I have a question.
Okay.
What is this meeting? I'm just
So
I thought you were.
what's the next? What
you are going to talk now. The people on the caretaker. Francisca is not here. You are not there. Sit down. So thank you. So these are the people that are taking. No. She said only about 13 or 15 or 16 have taken decision. These are the people taking the court decision of the house. So we want to give you the opportunity of raising your opinion. What we are doing that is okay, how we want us to improve, suggest ways for us to this and that. And these people, they want to transform from caretaker or this thing to election. That's what we are saying. But these are people that are on the caretaker list. Want to talk?
Yes,
okay.
Can I? Talk.
This man is raising hand before you.
Yeah. Go on.
I have something to just say about some issues that have been raised here. You see, one who is prone to give will always give, irrespective of the circumstance. One who is adverse not to giving will not give. Even if you make it a law, the person will look for a way to break the law. Why I'm saying this is that I've been in several WhatsApp groups that are closed WhatsApp groups. That means you can't add a new member. This group, we can't add any new member. You must have served in 98 to be a member, nothing more. You can't join us. Yeah, and in Bauchi and in Wailo. So you can't join from maybe you served or you must have done NYS. No. So when you work with closed groups, one of the peculiar things you see is what you are seeing now is not new. Right? My old students association is not new. My classmates association is not new. You see, there will be silent members, and sadly, we constitute 90%. Prepare for it. And you know, another thing is, when you're saying 16 people took the decision for 111, 16 will keep taking decisions for 111, whether you like it or not. The mandate will be given. That's why we have this house. So we just come, we have AGM, and give mandates to a set of persons to take decisions for and on behalf of us. Whether it is bad or good, it is in the interest of the group. What I'm saying is just for those who are going to take up this mantle of leadership. Just prepare your mind. And this job is a no thank you job. Nobody tells you thank you. If you're expecting thank you, I'm sorry. There's a book of Fools, chapter 1, verse 1 that says you will be a fool. Nobody will thank you. Yes, I'm saying this because, see, I'm coming to that. You see, leadership is selfless for something like this. This is a job you do, nobody's going to pay you any salary. And it's the most difficult job to do. Any job that people don't pay you and you have to lead them is the most difficult job you find. So I want to thank those who have held the fort. But it's not going to be easy going forward. You see, when we talk about money, you know, people are touchy, sentimental, crack up, until when it affects you. If anybody had said someone will die at a particular time, or to notice that, and supposing we decided to apply the rules, that, oh, the person wasn't a financial member. I took off from Lagos. I went to Abuja, came back to Lagos, got to Delta, mobilized the vehicle. We had to go to Uzoro to bring Basi Ekanem. Myself, I got Lawrence from Asaba. We headed to Frank's funeral. Others came in from Onitsha. Chamberlain's wife came all the way from Port Harcourt. So what I'm saying is that the sacrifice that some people put shouldn't be taken also for granted. Once in a while, let's just not get worked up about this money issue. Let's just be, you just manage it. You know, some people will wake up one day. I'm just telling you this. Some people will wake up one day. My school association, somebody just came because ours was his 1,000, and the guy just sent 60,000 for 5 years. He's never paid any dues, and he's doing so well in the US. So he just sent 60,000. Everybody said, thank God, we thanked him. He said, what's the meaning of that? He lost the school in the group. For that reason, he's exiting the group. He left the group, they added him back. So, you know, I'm just trying to make you understand that, please, everybody will not act or respond at the same time. Okay. Let's have that at the back of our mind. Okay. But we should also have some kinds of expectations that if in the worst case scenario, every year there will be an improvement of 10% or 5% of people who respond to calls.
Thank you.
Now, there will also another part I want you to also note. Some people give their own contributions in terms of value, not volume. There are people who will be ready to go on any errand for you. There are people who will be ready to sacrifice their time and their money rather than give you the money. If you call them, you say this person is not feeling fine, they can take the person to the hospital, stay with the person in the hospital, run around with the person and do all that. But if you are asking for money from them, perhaps they are zero. So what I'm saying is that let's look at the way of creating a balance of the service that people will give to the group. Notwithstanding, 500 is something that some of us will sit down. Oh, pepper soup, you know, it's nice.
It's not rich now. It's not rich a plate of pepper soup.
It's not up to a plate of pepper soup. You understand? 6,000 at a go. But you know, we don't know what may be the unknown facts behind some behavior. But over time, you will see people, they will respond. And I can tell you for free. You see, this gathering we've had now is going to spoil a lot of people also into responding. Because sometimes people want to see value to action. So we've had the reunion. Pictures are out. Videos are out. Some people would have wished they were here. And the next time you say, oh, we have a wedding, G's daughter is getting married. Some people want to be there too.
When is she getting married?
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Yes. Wait, are we now in the free for all session?
Yes,
This
opinions.
mustn't exceed. You want my Wi-Fi? This mustn't exceed.
15 minutes,
The time is now 13:17. Okay, carry on now.
15 minutes now. I think you won't have more than 5 people now.
Are you sure?
No.
I think.
Let people
Let's.
We're here.
That means a person for like 4 minutes also.
No, I'm not saying that.
I know, that's the
Allow
same
people to
thing.
express themselves.
Somebody is raising his hand, though. Chamber. All right. Yes, yes.
It's not going to be optional. We must do conclusions, otherwise we cannot actually operate. Everybody asking you whether we have or whether it's not necessary. We know it's not necessary. We know things are hard, but you must in organization, every organization, you must make rules. Otherwise it will not work. So what I'm trying to say is that we should not come here and start looking at some people might not want to pay, some people might offer this, some people no. Finance is finance and it's compulsory. For you to be part of the system, you must make financial contribution. At our stage, what we are talking about, at our age, that we shouldn't even be talking about this. We know things are happening, we must. Otherwise, we cannot get anything done. And it has to be a collective something. It's not going to be like all this while. It's only very few of us that have been doing this. We're going to come out now. Thank God everybody is here. Everybody has to come out. Like G would say, it can be 1 naira. It can be 2. You know, there's something to show. Show that you are part of this. Instead of being on the background all the time. Please, thank you.
Thanks.
All right. Good afternoon, everybody, once again. What I was actually pushing for was that we have a systematic discussion on each of these issues. And not just, yes, just flow one and conclude with it. And then we move to the other. That way we come out with something comprehensive. Let me join everybody that has said thank you. We needed to have, sometimes, when you're calling somebody on the phone, you're sending a chat. You know the feeling. But when we are one-on-one, I can tell you, you give me, you give me. Yeah. When you leave here, you remember my face. If I now call you, you will do. Yeah. So this is a very fantastic opportunity. It's not an opportunity for us to come and, we're not lecturing ourselves. We're not rebuking anybody. We're just appealing that, oh, thank God, now we have come to see each other face to face. This is what has been going on. So we should have just given a report, and then let's talk about it. All right? Now, 500 is so big and it's so small. Nobody will want to throw away even to, let's be frank. But when you look at what we have to do and what mileage, G has been talking about, oh, what has been costing us to squeeze this one, squeeze it, even water, this. Okay, yesterday was crazy call. Everybody running up and down. Now because money. If we had a robust pulse, bro, some of us will have a better sleep. So it's an appeal. If we look at it, if 500 is what it is,
sorry, for waking you up at 2 a.m. in the morning, not when.
That's Commander-in-Chief. And when she gives the directive, that directive has to happen. No.
100 they wake you up.
Wake you for what?
When you're already awake, people's door up and down.
So we are going to appeal. I'm going to honestly appeal to the House to consider a little shift. Because 500, honestly, in a month, even as a bad, get as a big. If we take out 1 month, you know, by God's grace, me, I always put God's grace. So. Then for the welfare thing, if you leave welfare open-ended, you think it will work. In the places where all of us have one thing or the other, at least I know in my office, the least person contributes the least according to your level. Such that by the time the constitution, we're doing registration and all that, there's going to be a guiding rules and regulation that says you are entitled to this, you are entitled to that. Minimum, apart from whatever can be added. Let it be driven by something. If you leave this thing open-ended, oh, if anything happens, Chamber, you get small time over there, bring that. You bring that, it will just be haphazard. It will continue this way. But we don't want haphazard thing. If we all take a resolute decision today and say, you know what, apart from my monthly due, which is XY amount, every month for welfare, I will drop 100 naira. So that welfare post will always have something. You never can tell when there will be an emergency. At least that one will first of all cushion that thing before any other thing we need to do, either voluntarily or anywhere. So I want us to be specific. Take those decisions here today. When we are looking at each other eyeball to eyeball, if you think you can't do it, say. But if we all resolve, we here are the ones that will drive people not here, that it is a good thing to do. Okay, so on that finance, I need us to be specific and then rule on it. Then we'll talk about other things. Thank you.
I think in the area of finance, I just want to say. Yes, please. I think when we look at this welfare issue, we should actually streamline to say, okay, this is where we want to be involved. Do we want to be involved in everything? Do we want to be involved in just the death of a spouse, the death of parents, death of siblings, or death of cousins and extended family? And what I'm saying that is that we need to streamline those things. So in area of death, I'm coming. In area of death, we will say, okay, just immediate family. We will identify even the immediate family. In area of weddings, we'll say this is what we should do. In area where someone is incapacitated, this is the type of incapacitation we can assist. So once we are able to streamline that, you know that as a member of this group, if there's any other challenge you have outside that, the group will not be obliged to assist you in that area. What I'm saying so is that there's a need to do that. If we don't do that, tomorrow you hear that my second wife has run away and I'm in crisis and I will ask for money.
Information. Can I just respond to Monday?
Yes, information.
It really is to read the minutes of the notes, minutes of the meetings. We have these meetings, we post these minutes. What I started doing was blocking so that people don't post anything, so that nobody will come up with the excuse I don't see them. I block. When I post the minute of the meeting, 24 hours, nobody can post. This has been addressed. And in the address, we did say we will support spouse that has passed on, member that has passed on. We then even added, we will be looking at landmark birthdays, or what do they call them? So if a person turns 50, or if a person turns 75 and we're still alive, God's keeping us, things like that. If a person has a child for the first time, or things like that, we added these to that. So this is like you're kind of like dragging us back. We've already done this, and it's there. It's all in the minutes of the meetings. Yeah. The reason why Mutiu has brought this up today is again just to reinforce that this is there. It's what we decided, so people need to know. That's the reason why he brought it up.
If we don't like it, let us know.
Yeah?
Talk on finance based on what Abel has suggested. Welfare. Why don't we look at the same 500 naira for welfare for a year, as in six long?
Welfare due.
Yes.
Five.
Making it 1,000. At least there's something.
Different
yes.
accounts.
Yes. And then whenever anything comes up, whatever somebody
Is somebody making note of this suggestion?
That's it. It makes sure that there will be at least something.
Are you keeping it for us? Okay, we are recording. Fine. Let us speak.
Okay, mine is an appeal, really. We are about 100 and something.
Can we have one house, please? Thank you very much. Not being disrespectful to anyone, but please, one house.
Yeah, go on. Happy.
When we call for, we used to have Zoom meeting, I think twice every month.
I've been watching all of you.
I mean,
Why it become this program? Before it used to be a month.
that's we discussed a lot on that during the meetings. I want to appeal to us. Usually, G will send out the information way ahead of time so that everybody can join in. However, when it's time for the meeting, we start waiting and waiting. Just a few people attend. A fuller house is sweeter. So So I want to appeal to everybody. Let's be committed. When we have Zoom meetings, please, Zoom meeting, you can be on your bed. Anywhere you are, you can be on the road. You just log in and make your contributions. So that's my appeal.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Can I add something?
Can I
add something? Based on what you said.
It's on the same line.
Most times something programs clashes that I cannot attend. But what I do is I will have to look for the minutes so that I'll be updated. So I have to read and follow up what was discussed. So if you can catch up, please follow up from the minutes.
And follow it up. Action.
With action.
Thank you very much.
Okay, I just want, it's a kind of way forward. I remember the So, just so that this meeting will not go beyond expected time. About the finance one, why not just let us go to vote straight away? 1,500. So if we are going for 1,000, okay, let us know. We have talked about welfare. We agree. Let's move 50% of the dues to welfare straight away. That one settled. Okay. Then I think every other thing we have eye on them. Thank you.
Okay. But she raised a point. No, wait. She raised a. You want to?
Wait, somebody.
She raised a point that instead of saying 1K 500, let's say 500 naira for welfare, 500 naira that is for the deal to remain. So that automatically is 1K. But you still have the chance to give more by partnering with the welfare team that is already on ground. So God is blessing everyone. You know, God is blessed the more.
We are saying
God will stop.
the same thing.
Let's agree.
On that, whether it's okay.
Let's increase 50% of the dues to welfare.
So on that line, I think if there's anybody here that does not fall in line with what Esther just said now, on that I explained, 500 for welfare, 500 for dues. If you are not in line with it, then you should with it. Okay.
Let the poor breathe.
Please, can we have
Again, you are breaking this meeting though.
one house about payment of dues?
Yeah.
I think that this has to be hot, okay? We have our account number, account details already.
Yes.
Even today, if you have the money, you can even pay 6 months, 3 months, 1 year. Today, as we are talking about it,
Yes.
if you have it, you can actually pay. If you haven't paid for this year, you can pay. If you have 1,000, it pushes it to 4,000. Yeah. No, last year not.
Last year I will collect it, there is money.
People will collect it. But if you have the money now, okay.
Where is your record now?
Yes, we can put the account details again on the platform now in case you don't know it. Then you can just forward something, even if it's for half a year, which is 6,000, you can pay that one, or for 3 months, which is 3,000, right? Whatever. But I think we should take action if we can today.
No matter here now.
Don't worry, they will send it to the.
No matter here now. I'm right and there. And to match that with action, according to what?
Commitment.
Now. You are saying now.
Okay, what is it now? Are we paying 6,000 now as in you're starting now?
Okay,
No,
when
no.
we are paying
The
one
due,
house.
the due now.
Whatever you
Let
We're talking about the welfare. I'm not after the dues. If we say we're paying the welfare, are we paying the 6,000 as you're paying the 6,000 for the year? Or we're starting from this September to pay 5,000? We're being reasonable, please. Don't lie.
I understand.
Yes.
Okay, that's the point.
This is August.
In that line, Abi? In that line. Okay.
As you can afford.
No, if you don't get it,
Somebody want to answer that question.
You can't have an AGM without talking finances.
Yes.
We are talking it.
Okay.
First things first. Closely related to the question she's asking is accounting. If some people have already paid the 5,500 this is already August.
Yeah.
We cannot come now and say, start now. What about what they have paid? So let us agree. If it is one person that has paid the dues for this year, it means that everybody seated here is owing that 500 from January to December, end of August. Welfare till end of August. Then we can resolve here that effective 1st of September, it is now 1,000 naira to cover for dues and welfare. Before now, I want to believe that it has always been 500 naira. And the 500 naira was specifically for dues. It wasn't for welfare. So if anybody has paid anything at all, we'll recognize that the person has paid dues from January to whenever, and then now owing. So this welfare now is starting 1st of September. So we'll work it out.
Now, from September to December. Thank you. Sorry.
Okay. From insight of knowing how most of us pay, we usually pay in lump sum. Okay. So, because if we start breaking this average per month, which is what it is, but you don't see most people crediting 500. They just take their dues.
So let's pay for the whole year.
Yeah, so most people that have paid
and now pay the balance from now to end of the year.
Most people now that have paid their dues are paid for the whole year.
So they're not paying the balance.
So that means what I'm owing right now
is the balance.
The welfare.
Today.
No, now.
500 now.
Wait. For the year, I have paid my dues complete. 6,000 is gone.
Yes.
If this house today agrees and decides that we will be paying 500 for welfare.
Yes.
If I hear you correctly, you're saying, look, market can say, I don't owe since January. So it's 1 year, it's another 6,000 naira. That means I'm indebted of 6,000 naira.
Laws are not in integration now. We just make the law now. We cannot come and start punishing people to
we are not punishing. AGMs can backdate. If this AGM
if we agree that, in fact, let's start from 2 years ago and work it out.
If AGM agrees, you do.
Okay, so whatever what are we agreeing here?
That's what that's just
it's either
we're taking it that it's for the whole year, or we say it's starting from September, October, November, December. That means 2,000 naira.
So let's
No. We have agreed that effective 2024 January.
No, that's what I just saying that.
Why are you saying that?
For welfare.
We didn't say
So what happens to the remaining ones?
Mutu, we have 2 motions. We say that it's going to take effect from September to December, in which case it's just 2,000. So AGM will decide. The AGM decides. That's what we'll do. Which other option you want? Okay, you don't do now. Okay, third option. January 2024. We start.
That option cannot hold.
Why?
One at a time now. One at a time.
Okay.
One household.
Can we have some peace and quiet in the house? Thank you very much. Guys, I know that whenever we talk about money, everybody's just playing their beggars, everything. Calm down.
Good afternoon, everyone. Please, I would suggest that we take it from January. Because some people have paid.
January. This year.
This year. Some people paid and some did not pay. So for those who pay, what will happen?
Pay your balance.
You pay your balance, and those who are just going to pay start from January.
No.
Some people pay more.
Can I just go back? If one person in this group has paid for 2023 their dues or their welfare, I don't think it will.
There's no welfare for now.
If they pay their dues, then everybody who hasn't paid owes.
It's only
simple.
That is what we are.
No, what you are saying, I'm just saying.
No.
Okay, I thought you were talking
We're not
about.
talking
No, I'm
dues.
talking about.
We're talking
welfare.
We're talking welfare.
The dues is a different.
now I get it now. Let me make it simple, please. Agatha, you're welcome. what we are saying is that this is 2023. Some have paid the annual due. At least most of people paid 60,000 naira, January to December. I know some people have paid, but I paid my own. Since I know I have paid, that means anybody that is there that has not paid that due is owing.
Yes.
The account number is on the platform as we are talking now. Some people have asked me, is there now? Please do.
Am I
Do what? 6,000 naira now, 500 naira per month. They have said it already. That due is standard, it's not new. That one is not new. So that one, please, give us the transfer, we will appreciate it. That one is there. Now the welfare that we are just introducing as, since we are more here, we are saying koro koro. So that what we are saying is that the options on ground is that some people say we can pay even 6,000 from down from January since the year you see our plan. Some said since this is August now, that we should only pay August, September, October, November, no 4 months. September, October, November, December. That's 4 months. Somebody said let's people start down next year. So we have 3 options. So if you want to vote, you can only first trash one and vote on 2. That next year option, to me personally, my own opinion first, I don't think we should wait for so long. Unless you want to say otherwise. It's what? January is what? Next year, okay, fine. That's one.
No, let's start now.
Wait. I want. We have 3 different ones. Boy, 3. What are you saying again now?
She's voting now.
No.
Let's Wait, is he on this line again?
No, sorry. Listen now.
They say you make you vote.
Since you said we are only to vote for 2 options.
3 options.
They now said 3 now.
Now let us do it this way. We are doing 2024 next year and September to December.
That's the second one.
So let us vote.
The third one is January to December 6K for this year.
No, that one is out. That one is out.
Trash one. Now you should trash one. That is 2. I mean, we have 2 options. Please, is there anything new you want to tell us?
Yeah, next one.
I thought that we were all allowed to speak our mind.
Yes.
So why should I now put my hand and I'm not?
I say it's on the same line what we are saying. Oh, another option.
Very sorry. Very sorry. It's an AGM. Everybody can talk.
That's why this is here. It's for everybody.
If you don't talk, at least I will talk.
I just wanted to say that. Fine, we all know how things are, yes. But the fact is that we need finances, we need money to go in this.
Yes.
Can we all just contribute this 2,000 for the remaining part of the year? That's just what
For the welfare.
let's pay the 2,000.
Thank you.
Okay, she's for September to December.
So okay, we have limited that to 2. Let's vote on that.
Let's narrow it to 2 and vote.
Now we have 2 options now. We will trash January to December out. We have 4 months and
From next year.
from next year. So we are for paying the 2,000 naira for this year.
From September to
December. So let's signify.
September.
From September to December.
September to December.
This year. 1.
That's what
Hey, 11, 1.
She's a big count. She didn't like how to count it.
8, 9, 10.
That's what he sent me.
Count it.
Oh yeah, count now. Count. At the same time now.
Yes. Even the person that moved the motion.
Which are you voting?
21. So that is the other option of next year. So that means their option is the only remaining option. So wait then.
If you know you want for 2024,
I'm not ready to on Monday, please. People should pay, not just talking about pay.
The welfare account will be posted now.
Just if you have not paid your dues.
How do we feel?
This is not welfare. It's two different accounts.
But two different accounts. That is why we are saying we are trying to two different accounts. They are separate accounts. One is there. We are putting the welfare now. I just say that now.
Okay, this is not the welfare.
That is due. You see the due.
If you want to pay your dues now, the account is there.
Yes, the welfare will put it there now. So that's
I find the welfare and post it quickly. Okay, so just to sum up, I think we're done now with finances and we want to move on. But I would like to say,
for welfare, the account will be posted. Give me the list.
it's fine, you can pay it into the same. Listen, you can pay it into the same account. We will sort it out. So we will spend it out.
I'm going to advise the welfare account and you move for this.
You don't want to do the work I said.
No, we will not do like that.
the aspect is already separated.
Okay, that's fine.
It's already separated.
All right, so can I just say, just to round up on this, if you are sitting down in this hall, you know yourself you've not paid your dues. We don't need to tell you.
No, we don't. Something is happening here. We don't stop on this.
Off your mic, off your mic.
Off the mic. 6,000 dues account, 2,000.
The welfare account is on your phone now. 2TK. Please put it there.
Okay, next. What's next on your agenda?
Election.
Thank you to the people I'm seeing. My phone is shaking. It's shaking.
We are saying for again.
Just to round this one up, I feel it would be better if we can have the financial status. Like this, owing this.
Yeah. And so if you check, actually that list was posted sometime this year.
Like 2 months ago.
Like 2
months ago.
Unfortunately, I don't have access to my laptop because it refuses to work in Nigeria.
We have it on spreadsheet. She has it on spreadsheet.
It's fake. China. No, it's enterprise. If you use enterprise, what's the deal on it?
Yeah, that's exactly what happened. So I hadn't told them I was taking it, so they couldn't unlock it. I did all the work.
Now, tip and bring them over. One guy on the back.
Okay.
You can update it later.
Yes, I will.
So we can have that one later. What we are saying is that for the past 2017 to 6 years. So but officially this platform was opened in 2018. That's 5 years. For the past 5 years, we've been running on this caretaker kind of thing. We are saying we want, this house is now old enough to have substantial kind of ESCO. Because one, we are formalizing with CAC. We are in the process already. CAC is demanding for the list of your ESCO and GOT, I think. Now, trustees and ESCO. So we can't put to them, these are the caretakers. They will not take that from us. So we want standard officials. This one, Tone is another. Monday is going to help us in that capacity also, and Shiko.
We do not agree.
Stand up now, stand up now. We can hide if you want. They can add. We have told them to help us
to decide the makeup of this
umpire
election committee.
Give us criteria.
Don't say that.
No, at what point?
Just say you have a personal matter with me.
No,
What you know.
let us
Anytime I'm appointed to something that you want to take. Let us know.
We know that
All those level will call it. The result will be Good afternoon, everyone.
It's not the split part of the
He's there.
Every effort made by you, both calculated and deliberate.
I bet you cannot keep
We have 13 positions.
We have 100 now. We are only less here.
Hello. We have 13 positions that are open for contest, and I will read them out. I will also explain the role of each position. We have the position of the president. We have the role of vice president 1, and we have vice president 2. In this situation, we expect that the one vice president is in the country, and the second vice president represents the diaspora. Then we'll have a position of general secretary. Audience, please. Assistant general secretary, financial secretary, treasurer. We have PRO 1 for Abuja, PRO 2 for Lagos, PRO 3 to cover southeast, while the PRO 1 for Abuja will cover north as well. We have PRO 4 to cover diaspora. We have social stroke welfare secretary 1 and social stroke welfare secretary 2. So we are going to call for nominations in the following order. We'll start from the office of the president. After that, we will move to the office of the vice president. So Chico will take note of your nominations. Now, when you nominate, someone has to second that nomination for that person to be a candidate for that position. So for the position of the president of Wailo 98 family, please, let's hear your nomination. Okay, your name now, tell us your name.
My name is Aminata.
G, all right. Who is seconding? Please just tell us your name and tell us.
Can you reject the nomination?
No, for now. For now, we will just be doing the work.
For this particular one.
Okay, good. Mercy second.
I conducted.
Is there any other nomination for the office of the president?
No.
Other nominations? No. For the office of the vice president 1. Nomination.
Ben. What's Ben's like? Sorry, what is that? Ben Udeze.
Ben Udeze. Is anybody seconding the motion? Seconded. Tell us your name, please. Sorry.
My name is
Seconded. Okay, good. Any other nomination for office of the vice president 1? No, Nigeria.
No, that one is general.
Okay. Okay, we have 2 vice presidents. So, Ben, any other nomination for vice president 1? We have vice president 2, vice president 1. Any other nomination? Mutu. Is anybody seconding?
You are 1 now.
Oh, you don't want.
No, 2.
two.
No.
On one.
We are still on one.
Still on one. Oh, vice
No,
president
because-
one.
No,
We have to talk president.
we have said one. We have said one.
Oh, yeah, I want to say.
Okay, are we okay? That
We are-
no
yeah.
further nominations for
No,
vice
no,
president
we
one.
are like
Okay, for
that.
vice president two, any nomination.
That's what she
Okay,
said.
Gloria is nominating with you. Anybody seconding the motion? Esther is seconding the motion. Any other contestant for office of the vice president too?
What are Nigeria?
They've said it for the office of the vice president. Hello. No. They said
Yeah, one.
You said one Lagos.
they've already said where the diaspora positions are. That's the clarity has been made. It's our constitutional issue. All right. Any other nominations for vice president too? No. No. Okay. So we'll move to the position of the general secretary.
Did you do for the president?
General secretary.
That's why I said,
He's absent-minded, living in it. He's thinking of how to trek from here to US. Nomination. Amina.
Yes.
Anybody seconding?
I second. Amina is it.
Emeka is seconding.
That one there.
Any other contestant for the position of general secretary? General secretary. Tom.
Florence.
Florence. No. Florence.
That's the way you want now.
Anybody? Wait. She said she wants to second the motion first. That's the nomination. Anybody seconding it?
Florence and Amina.
Doesn't matter.
The matter of Florence cannot do that one. Yes. She has already told me the motion.
She said you now.
She's not here to fight for us.
And she sent me a message. What is this now?
Secretary.
One house.
Anybody seconding the motion that Flo should go as
Nobody seconded it.
Nobody. So that is step down. Any other nomination for the position of Assistant General Secretary?
The people in that committee, they can be voted for that.
No, these are electoral committee. They cannot be. You can't be an umpire. You can't be an umpire and a player.
In this context,
If the person is nominated, if the person is nominated and seconded, that person will step down from the electoral committee.
Okay.
Yes.
Yes.
It's fully commonsensical. Yes. If someone is nominated and there's a secondment, the person will step down from the electoral committee and will replace the person.
It's okay. Don't worry, I never reach.
All right. Okay. Nominations for Assistant General Secretary. AB.
Yes. No.
I don't have the
We are
right
going to vote now. You have to nominate now. He has the right. We are going to vote.
Who is seconding it?
What do you do?
Washa is seconding AB as Assistant General. Okay, you have a nomination.
Jane cannot do it. What's her name?
She's
nominate Portia.
Portia.
I second it.
I second Portia.
So we have two candidates. Hello.
I second Portia.
Hello. We have two candidates for Assistant General Secretary. We have AB and we have Portia. So that means we have two candidates for the position of Assistant General Secretary. So by that nomination, Hello. With that nomination, AB, you will have to step down from the electoral committee. Can you please nominate somebody to join the election? No, you are already a contestant. Please join the electoral committee.
But we're planning to vote.
All right. Position of Financial Secretary. Listen, no, we've voted after nomination. Who is seconding? Any other contestant for Financial Secretary? Okay. For the position of treasurer.
Treasury.
That's the key one.
I want to nominate someone.
Francisca.
Francisca. Any person seconding the motion for Francisca?
I thought it too. I moved for it.
Okay, seconded Francisca, treasurer. Now, this position is restrictive, so you have to nominate persons from that area. For the position of PRO, Abuja and North. PRO, Abuja and North.
I have a nomination.
Okay.
Emeka.
It's not possible.
Why?
Who is seconding the motion? I call the motion.